Hello and welcome, everyone, to our coverage of the NBA Play-In Tournament. Tonight, the 9th and 10th seeds from the Western Conference go head-to-head. One will continue on to the next game. The other will see their season end. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Josh Hart out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. And for San Antonio, we've got Jakob Poeltl. Ja Morant, he's out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Davis in at the 4. Look at San Antonio, favored in this elimination game. Greg, win, they play again. Lose, they go home.
And you just can't look ahead. Just focused on the moment. Value each possession. That's really all you can control.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard. And shot on the way. Here's Zubac. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. San Antonio with the ball. Outside, Davis. Pass to Mann. Clark against Davis. 5 to shoot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Now Clark. Now here's Edwards, defended by Trent. Pass to Mann. Morant outside. Here's Trent. Edwards defending. Back to Morant. Pulls it up. It's Clark with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Edwards against Trent. Clark outside. Hart with a screen on Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
And the first one at the line is good. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Clark outside. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And it's Lillard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morant surveying the D. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got 5 points so far.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Zubac with the screen for Hart. And the 3 ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Trent. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Clark against Davis. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 7.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. He had 35 points last game out. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard. 14 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Man, that jumper on balance and on point. Lillard working over that medium range area.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. And as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. They're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Morant with a wide-open look. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 10.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now, here's Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Morant with it. In the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Trent outside. Morant with the screen on Edwards. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Outside Edwards. Lillard against Morant. Lillard, the pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Trent. Still scoreless. Davis dishes to Morant. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Now here's Lillard. Clark finds Hart. Screen by Zubac. Pass to Edwards for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 5.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
And here's Trent. Back to Morant. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Connect, he's checked in for Trent. The Grizzlies also making a change. Valanciunas is checked in for Zubats. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Edwards. Lillard outside. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Pass to Valanciunas. Clark inside. He's guarded by Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pirtle finds man. Valanciunas against Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Edwards with it. Connect picks him up. The shot by Lillard wide open. It's good. This game is all even. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Morant passes to Davis. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Down low. 8 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Power play by Valanciunas. Just muscling past any inside resistance.
Davis kicks to Morant. Back to Davis, and they double up Davis. The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by Hart. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard. Over connect. Lillard misses. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Mavericks. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Trying to end the drought. Here's Pirtle. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Lillard. Outside Edwards. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. That's 7 points for Anthony Edwards.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Plumlee is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Alec Burks checked in for Mann. And it's Mike Conley in for Connect. Okoro's checked in for the Grizzlies. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Edwards. Okoro, wide open, he fires. Drops one in from the wing. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead. And Morant's got the ball here for San Antonio. Kuzma with a screen on Brogdon. Here's Morant. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Hart, to the inside. Lillard, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. There's 1:59 left here in the opening quarter. Burks can't get it to go. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Coach, on top of being an impactful player, Malcolm Brogdon has always been the consummate pro.
He sure has, Kevin. He fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. Works hard, puts the team first, and is willing to accept whatever role is given to him.
Lillard against Morant. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Outside Conley. Back to Burks. Shoots over Okoro. Burks' shot is good. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Outside Conley. Brogdon against Morant. Here's Burks. Grizzlies with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Okoro. Kuzma pulls it in. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Morant against Lillard. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Hart.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Lillard from outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to the second quarter of this exciting play-in game. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Spurs trail by 7. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Conley. And it's Connect in at the 2 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
Lillard against Conley. Lillard dishes to Edwards. Pass to Hart. Picked by Clark. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Conley, the pass to Davis. Plumlee with a screen on Clark. Knocked away. Davis up top. He's covered by Clark. Inside. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Memphis leading by 5. Outside Edwards. Here's Valanciunas. Plumlee with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Davis working in the paint.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's Davis. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas may not have the quickest feet, but he uses his size well to block and deter shot attempts.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Kuzma passes to Davis. And it's Memphis on the break. There's Anthony Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And Plumlee kicks to Davis. Davis with a screen on Hart. 6 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. It's rebounded by Memphis. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count that one. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Here's Clark. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Plumlee. Mann comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for Connect. And it's Morant in for Mike Conley.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Trent against Edwards. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jakob Poeltl. The Grizzlies have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The free throw drops for Zubac. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Spurs trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Lillard. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. Davis setting the pick for Morant. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Yeah, Morant just continuing to assert himself offensively.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Clark outside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Edwards kicks to Clark. Now here's Hart. Defended by Mann. Clock at 4. The 3. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 11 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Morant. A beautiful reverse layup. 16 points for him.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Lillard from outside. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Here's Trent. The Grizzlies making the shot. To the paint. Pirtle finds Morant. Unloads. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Hart. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. Fires from deep. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Hart. And Hart drops them both. Spurs trail by 12. Morant outside. And it falls over the rim and in. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Edwards a screen on Morant. Lillard dishes to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Well, you know, Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of a game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
Okoro, he's checked in for Memphis. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Lillard. Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. Edwards passes to Zubac. Brogdon inside the line. And another miss by Memphis.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
11 feet away. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Memphis leading by 8. It's Edwards on the wing. Jump shot is good that time. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now Brogdon following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. Now here's Okoro, defended by man. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooters like Brogdon on your roster.
And here's Morant. He's got 21. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 6th rebound on the night. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Pass to Pirtle. Morant with it. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Pirtle. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Okoro passes to Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
The Grizzlies have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas has checked in. Morant against Brogdon. Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. Pirtle sets the pick for Morant. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got a pair of triples in the second half for the Spurs.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the two-man game.
And Brogdon, here we go. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his fourth rebound in this one. There's 1:38 left in the first half. Here's Mann. The three-pointer, no good. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And here's Morant. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Morant's got 28.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Edwards with it. Trent outside. Now, Mann. Davis sets a screen. Morant outside. Spins. Shoots over Brogdon. And it's Morant missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Okoro kicks to Brogdon. Back to Okoro. Edwards looking it over. The muscle from Edwards.
We love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Memphis. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Zoo, facing a stout defense like this, what do you guys need to do to be effective?
You know, we look to play in a fast pace, run the floor, run pick and roll, hard defense, and, you know, we're playing good defense.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Want to build the big lead? Get yourself to the line. These guys have done it by pushing the action. They've been relentless.
And they're putting the other guys in foul trouble. The game could be over by the end of the third quarter.
Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies, they're in control and looking to keep their season alive. What do they have to do to punch their ticket to the playoffs?
Don't get ahead of themselves thinking they've already won. They've got to stay focused at the task at hand.
When it's win or go home, no time for daydreaming and looking ahead.
Yeah, some tough love there for the play-in hopefuls. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Spurs trail by 14, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Ivica Zubac is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
The Spurs have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The free throw drops for Pirtle. That one is no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hart the pass to Edwards. Now here's Clark. Pass to Zubac. And here is Hart. Puts up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 30.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
Morant against Lillard. No good on the triple.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Lillard against Morant. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kuzma. Here's Davis. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Watching Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Edwards with it. He's got 20. Pass to Lillard. Outside Edwards. Lock at 6. Zubac a screen on Kuzma. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Zubac. Here's Morant, 30 points in the game. Pass to Trent, fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Pirtle sinks that one from the post. Pirtle's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Edwards, back to Lillard. Clark outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
He hits 1 and misses 1, each at the line. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And Lillard kicks to Edwards. Clark outside. Pass to Lillard. Looking to get it going. And he lays it up and in. Lillard's got 14.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. So it's San Antonio now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Morant passes to Trent. Memphis leading by 8. Now Edwards. 20 points for him. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Zubac's with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And stolen by Kuzma. Morant outside. Pass to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Morant's got space. Releases from the wing and drills it. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 6. Here's Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Lillard the pass to Edwards. Lillard with a screen for Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Morant against Lillard. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. To the wing on the left. No one near him. They get it back. And the rejection by Zubac. Clark dishes to Lillard. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard from downtown. Traps in the tray. And now it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Trent with it. Back to Morant. Up again. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 17 now.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Clark outside. Pass to Edwards from outside the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Trent kicks to Davis. Lillard against Morant. Hurdle with a screen on Lillard. Inside and close. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Pirtle.
Well, Morant just puts so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look now for San Antonio. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Mann comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Mike Conley subbed in for Morant. And Memphis also making a switch. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Zubats. Here's Hart. 15 points in the game. Pass to Lillard. And here's Edwards. Defended by Trent. Back to Lillard. A three ball. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Grizzlies. Trent outside. Back to Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Okoro's checked in for Clark. And Brogdon subbed in for Edwards. On defense, the Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 6 on the shot clock. Davis against Hart. Oh, Davis absorbing the contact.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. Good work defensively by Conley. Spurs trail by 9. Davis finds Conley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Even now, Stan in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletically.
Pass to Okoro. Off target from outside. Spurs have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Conley feeling it out. Now Davis. Covered by Okoro. Left side, Davis. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here is Trent outside. Drains the three-pointer. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Davis, the pass to Trent. Pass to Mann. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Brogdon outside. Hart the pass to Brogdon. Memphis moving it around. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Plumlee. Outside, Davis. For the lead. Out to Conley. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lillard against Plumlee. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Trent outside. Now here's Davis. Conley for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A nice shot by Okoro.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Trent. Plumlee sets the pick for Trent. Now, Mann for the tie. Davis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's just beating everybody to the board, using his length, his skill set. The big fella Davis getting it done. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Now here's Conley, covered by Okoro. 4 on the clock. And here's Trent outside. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Davis takes the 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Davis has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Okoro. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. San Antonio trailing here. Outside, Davis. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Okoro dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Lillard. Rebound, San Antonio. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. For the tie. And the layup is good. Davis has got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Tie game in San Antonio. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we're back. A lot on the line for this play-in game with 1 quarter left to go. They've got Anthony Davis. Connect out there with Conley. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Clark a screen on Conley. Lillard from deep three-point land. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Conley, the pass to Kuzma. Davis with it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Lillard against Kuzma. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard from the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 24 points for Damian Lillard. Outside, Davis. Got a piece of it. Clark with it. Picked up by Davis. Davis against Clark. Here's Zubac. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Poeltl. And the rejection by Zubac. Clark into the lane. And Davis sends it down.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Outside, Davis. Here's Kuzma. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And Lillard kicks to Edwards. Back to Lillard. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Conley against Lillard. Conley sets a screen for Poeltl. And here's Davis for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Pass to Lillard. Clark left side. Memphis moving that ball around. Hart finds Clark. 5 on the clock.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Davis with a screen on Lillard. Conley with the 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Davis throws it down.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Lillard dishes to Clark. Pass to Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Mann's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent comes in for Connect. And it's Morant in for Mike Conley. Zubac the pass to Edwards. From the arc. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Morant finds Davis. The 17-footer. And good! He nails it. Now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
Clark dishes to Edwards. It's hauled in by Trent. The Spurs have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Back to Morant. Davis with a screen on Lillard. It's Morant with the drive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The timing on that putback slam. When Davis doesn't get boxed out, he takes it personally.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Trent with the wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. And the Spurs lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard, looking to end the run. And Davis pulls it down.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Three-pointer, Lillard hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 15 points here in the second half.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Pirtle's shot is off.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Hart finds Lillard. Now here's Clark. He's guarded by Davis. Clark the pass to Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Morant passes to Davis. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Morant against Lillard. Pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Trent against Edwards. Now Pirtle. Here's Morant. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Pass to Edwards. Lillard outside. Off target with his 3. Spurs trail by 6. Davis kicks to Morant. Trent with it. Back to Morant. Davis setting the pick for Morant. Fires for 3. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got 36.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
Lillard, the pass to Edwards. Back to Lillard, beyond the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Morant. Trent with it. Back to Morant. And here is Davis. The shot that time, not on target. Morant against Lillard. Now Edwards. From deep three-point land. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Morant. Man with it. Davis with a screen on Hart. Man. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards against Morant. Lillard the pass to Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. San Antonio making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Memphis. Here's Trent. Pass to Morant. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Lillard against Morant.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Lillard against Morant. For the 3. And it's Lillard missing. Spurs trail by 8. Now here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. Some solid defense from Hart.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
And so Morant will bring it up for San Antonio. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. A 3 sinks the triple. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
Lillard against Morant. The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
Lillard against Morant. And foul on the the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Here's Lillard. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Morant. Pass to Davis. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Davis has got 34.
Go get it, big fella. A basket they needed desperately, and Davis delivers in the clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Morant kicks to Trent. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here is Lillard. And what a huge win for the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, they've made it through the first one and have a little momentum on their side for sure. They can go now into the next game, knowing the playoffs are well within reach.
Yeah, I mean, if this game's about survival for the 9th seed, the next one's about glory. That 8th spot in the playoff bracket will be on the line.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Dame. I know you guys wanted this game tonight, so how were you able to get it done?
I mean, I thought it was a game that we just had to come out, with a certain level of urgency and aggressiveness. We started the game off really strong.
Thank you, David. All right, Greg, that'll do it for this one. You gotta love how it's really ramped up the anticipation for the playoff journey ahead. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.